Good evening, everybody, and welcome. I'm Johnny Blender. This is Whiskey, Cars, and Cigars. I hope everyone is doing wonderful this evening. Uh, you are watching and listening on the Edge Radio US, on Whiskey, Cars, and Cigars, on YouTube, on Periscope, on Facebook. I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight, catching the replay on iHeartRadio. Uh, I hope everyone is doing well. I'm trying to get acclimated to a few things here right now. I'm trying to slow my voice down a little bit so I'm not talking at 90 miles an hour. Um, but yeah, other than that, been a pretty good week, pretty busy week. Had a lot of stuff going on. Anybody that follows our posts, so we were dealing with rain. The river came up. Didn't get me though. We were fortunate this time. It stayed a few feet away from the house. Didn't get inside the house. Everything's dandy, hunky dory. Um, Had kind of an interesting week today. I'm happy to say that me and Lynn both got new Oakley sunglasses. Not a real big thing for probably most people, but it was kind of cool for us. We like the little things like that in life. It's what we do. It's how we are. Tomorrow, blueberries. Get fresh blueberries tomorrow. It's not the big things in life, baby. It's the little things in life that make it worth living. Hey, I see my buddy Alan Faulkner is tuned on. Hey, Alan, how you doing? Robert Forrester, what's up? Jimmy Turk. You gotta watch the show for at least 20 minutes, Jimmy. Trust me on this one. You're gonna love it. You may be in a little trouble, but you're gonna love it. But yeah, so it's a lot. Oh, I will share this with you since this week is not a new tool review. My wonderful Matco tool guy, Randy Gordon, Hammerhead Products LLC at Outlook.com. You can check this new whiskey glass out he sent me. Kind of like my old whiskey glass, except this one says Matco on it. And I did wash it before I pulled it out of the box. I took it out of the box a little early, washed it. I'm going to christen it right now. I'd like to thank Randy Gordon and Matco Tools for everything they do to help. Kind of cool. It's a little, you know, glass. It says Matco Tools. It's got this little cool thumb groove in here for it, so you can slide a cigar into it. It won't fall out. Keep everything cool. Mmm. I just thought of doing that, so that's kind of cool. But like I said, Matco Tools got this for me. Randy Gordon, Hammerhead Products LLC at Outlook.com if you want any information on Matco Tools or if you want to order one of these cool glasses. But we're going to break this in just right tonight. I haven't drank anything out of it yet, but I did wash it just in case there was any COVID touching hands that were packaging it. And tonight I got my little Johnny Blender's hard cream soda. That's it. That's it. You knew it was coming. I ate dinner. Lynn fixed me a wonderful hamburger with what were my side vegetables she gave me? Carrots, broccoli, cauliflower. It was awesome. So I ate a little bit before I started drinking tonight. So this is gonna be kind of cool. Uh, Let me turn this out so the Matco tool is Matco tools. Oh, that's such a nice color with that etch glass on the mat. Oh, I've been waiting all week for this. Oh man, Barks would be proud of me if they tasted this Johnny Blender's hard cream soda. Um, but yeah, so it's pretty good. I like it. Good week. I'm happy we didn't flood. Started working on the new fence today. Go across the property. Got one post hole dug, concreted, or one post augered in the ground, concreted. Tomorrow I'm going to try to do a second one because all the fence panels and everything I'm building them out of steel. So I'm building a zombie-proof fence just in case there's a zombie apocalypse. Mm, mm, mm. Really good. Hey, Brandon Vale, my Marine Corps brother, or my brother that's was in the Marine Corps. Thank you for your service, Brandon. Hope everything's all right out there in California, Colorado. Begin with a C. I was almost there. So, all right, let's get going with this thing tonight. Going to talk a little bit about the Southern Outlaw Gassers. They got a new event coming up, so I'm going to have this information going up across the screen. Working on multiple computers tonight, so hopefully everything will work out good. Let's see, June 25th, 26th at Holiday Race Park in Woodstock, Alabama. The Southern Outlaw Gassers will be kicking off another one of their events. They're having a Ford versus Chevy race. No nitrous, no boxes, all motor. Fastest car wins. They've got match races. They've got grudge races. Hell, we even may have a foot race or two, depending on if Alan Faulkner wants to test his knees against mine. 1967 and back muscle cars and trucks. Big iron cars. Open wheel. It's going to be awesome. For more information, you can contact Uncle Jesse, Jesse Holmes, on Facebook, or call him at 850-206-3673. Now, the host hotel for this event is the Greystone Inn. Their phone number is 205-556-3606. Room rates starting at $78. Kelly is the young lady I spoke to a couple of weeks ago there. She was super nice. It's 10 minutes away in Vance, Alabama. It's 10 minutes away from the track. So check that out. Like I said, they've got everything. They've got Wi-Fi. They've got a gym. They got breakfast. You know, I like to have a little breakfast after I go to the gym. I mean, a little gym after I go to the breakfast. You know what I mean. All right, it's a lie. I eat breakfast, but never go to the gym. So it's going to be a good event. The Southern Outlaw Gassers always throw great events. They're family-friendly events. The Battle at the Beach, Holiday Raceway. They're going to have Test and Tune on Friday night. The actual drag racing will begin Saturday morning, June 26th. They've got some real good heads-up races there. They've got some grudge races there. You can come out there and see a bunch of your friends and my friends, and everybody will be there. It'll be a really, really good event. Some awesome cars, old school racing the way it used to be. Let's see. Gates open at 12 o'clock on Saturday. Time trials start at 2 p.m. Admission $20. Kids 12 and under free. Military and first responders discounts at half price. Like I said, you can contact Jesse Holmes, or you can contact Holiday Raceway on Facebook, or at 250-938-2123. That's the Southern Outlaw Gassers. These guys are a great bunch of people. They really have good events, very friendly. You can talk to anybody. Everybody is very approachable. They're just a really good bunch of people. You can get out there and see the Lopez family with their awesome cars. My buddy Glenn Culbertson will be there. So it'll be a really, really good event. I want everybody to get out there and try to check this out. This is old school racing the way it used to be. And it's just really good. Let me check a couple of these. I got my sunglasses. These aren't my new Oakleys. They're in the house. I didn't want to get those close to the shop because I might accidentally have them on when I'm sandblasting. Jimmy Turk, hope to see you on the 24th. Robert Forrester. Brandon, Barefoot and Rocks, brother. Okay, Lynn's tagging people. Beth Milburn. Hey, Beth Milburn got that hot new 66 Mustang up there in Elizabethtown, Kentucky. Just saw that pretty little car you got. All original, 289, two-barrel. Just a nice-looking little car. And like I said, when we go get it down here so I can do some work on it. I've been looking over there on my roll-around cart, and I found some old 289 302 parts that we could jazz that edge. And I know you want to keep it stock, but the 289 valve covers I've got over there are the Ford billet or Ford aluminum valve covers. So it would still fall under that because they are originally factory Ford valve covers. I tell you what, that cigar is really, really good, and it's awesome when you chase it with this hard cream soda. Oh, that's just really good, man. Let me jump over here. I'm seeing all my people commenting everything on Facebook. Got a few people commenting on YouTube, kind of like that. Um, all right, so now another show sponsor I want to talk about. And I know we talk a lot about the show sponsors on here because the show sponsors, like the Southern Outlaw Gassers, those are people who keep this show going. They keep our network, our radio network, the Edge Radio US going. And if it wasn't for them and you know, we wouldn't be doing this anymore. We wouldn't be able to keep everything going. Jerry Robb, Hot Rod's House of Powers in the house. So another one of the show sponsors I want to spotlight tonight is my good buddy John Ubasic at Ubasic Motorsports Performance Parts. You can find them at ubasicmotorsports.com or on Facebook at Ubasic Motorsports. And that is Uzbasic, Ubasic. John Ubasic is a racer, stand-up guy. I really like it. All the times we've talked, message back and forth. He's just a really, really good guy. And we got a few different things going on tonight on this. So I'm going to read my script here, my notes here that I've got. John Ubasic, a stand-up guy, always has time to help, always gets the right part you need, help you pick out the right part that you need. Sign up for his monthly newsletter and a chance to win prizes. Get tech information, get updates on all monthly specials. Check out the monthly specials that you have. You don't get a whole bunch of email from this guy. He sends out his letter every month with the specials that they're running for that month. So check those out. It's really good. I see Jana Warnke has joined. She is the crew chief for John Ubasic's Pro Mod. Jana is a friend of the shows, and we really like her. We put her on. I get her doing little projects that I tell her, hey, check this out. Hey, check this out. Hey, I want to do this. So she's real cool. And hopefully she'll be coming out here and helping me for a couple of weeks. Oh, that'd be great. She'd come out here and help me straighten my car out. All right. And don't forget to use the discount code WCC at Ubasic Motorsports Performance Parts for 5% off. Tell them you heard it here on Whiskey, Cars, and Cigars. Ubasic's, I love this guy. He's just really, really great. Now, starting this Monday coming up, if you saw on the Edge Radio US and on the Whiskey, Cars, the Johnny Blender Weekly Show, Whiskey, Cars, and Cigars, you see that we've got the new rock block for Ubasic Motorsports up. We've got their logo with all their information and their daily rock block from 3 to 5 Central Time. So that's 3 hours earlier out there on the West Coast where they are. But it'll be noon time for them, so they'll be able to go to lunch playing that stuff when they're at lunch. Jana will be able to play this at lunch. She'll be able to listen to the Edge Radio on her cell phone through the Edge Radio app that you can download free. The Edge Radio app. Awesome. Let's see. That'll be running, like I said, 3 to 5 our time, Central Standard Time. So it'll be out there a couple hours earlier on the West Coast. And the cool thing about this, since Ubasic Motorsports has only been with us for 3 or 4 months, they're kind of a new company, new advertising on the show, new with the performance parts business and everything that they do. So I was trying to figure out on their rock block how I wanted to do it and what I wanted to structure, how I wanted to do that. So it's rock and roll music. But the cool thing about what we're going to do with their block, since they're a new company with us, we're going to be playing new rock and roll music from bands that you've probably never heard of. And I get a ton of music sent to me here at the radio stations for me to listen to and try to get in the lineup, the rotations of the daily rotations and things like that. There's a lot of good music. There is, I think that's an understatement. I said there's a lot of good music. There is some awesome music. Let me do something real quick while I'm still talking about this. Let me get these up real quick for Ubasic Motorsports. I had the Southern Outlaw Gassers up while I was talking about it, but this is going to go a little bit longer than that, so I'll go ahead and put it up now, a little late into it. But we're going to be playing new bands, new music from all over the world, rock and roll, and it is absolutely awesome. We found, I found, or I didn't find, they sent me music from a band. I've got a couple of their videos up on the Edge Radio US. The band is called The Darker My Horizon. These guys are incredible. They're kind of like me. They got beards, tall, short, heavy, but they are absolutely, they will surprise you. The lead singer, a friend of mine, Jerm Farrow, who's in another band, or was in a bunch of, he was in music. He took time off from music to raise his two kids, his two daughters. So big thumbs up for Jerm for doing that. Putting his life on hold to make sure that those kids were taken care of. So that's a pretty heads up guy. But he listened to some of the music I sent him. I said, what do you think about these guys? Being he's a musician who has played for a long time. And he goes, man, he said, the guy with The Darker My Horizon, he goes, I would have never believed that voice came out of him. And I started laughing. I told him, I said, dude, I said, you hadn't heard his entire range. I said, the guy's got one hell of a range. So that was kind of cool. And then we've got some other bands, some of the bands from Tennessee that we've done music festivals with, and some other music that's been sent in. So it's going to be really, really good. It's cool music, rock and roll music from bands you've probably never heard of. If you have heard of them, please let me know. If you haven't heard of them, check them out. We're going to have links up for the music. We're getting some work done on the, what do you call it, the app right now, where it'll be showing their music and how to get that music, because we're always out to help the little guy. We're little guys. So we're trying to help out the little bands that don't get all the airtime and record play that everybody else gets. So this is going to be a really good, I think it's going to be a really good combination of U-Basic Motorsports performance parts and all of these new bands. It's going to give both of them a chance to broaden their horizons. So I'm excited about that. Now, one of the things I was talking to my buddy Jimmy Turk. Jimmy Turk has been adding an MSD power grid to his altar while he was recovering from his arm injury. His wife Tessa hit him with the shovel when he wasn't paying attention. Now, tore muscle, had to have surgery, but so he said, it was something else that he was doing that happened, but, believe what you want. Tessa and the shovel hitting Jimmy Turk, or, he tore a muscle in his arm. Believe what you want. But anyway, back to Jimmy Turk. He's working on this new MS. What? I'm getting a few messages here I'm having to look at. And people are talking to Lynn, so I have to look at some of these messages and see what is to me and what's to other people. But let's see. Anyway, I'm looking at the MSD Power Grid. Does some pretty impressive stuff. Never looked at one of them before. Looking at it for my personal use as well in the Fury Dragster, because with the timing issues, I have crank in the car with the blower. And just in time after I get it running, I think it'll be kind of an asset to have. And just looking at the things that it can do and the things that you can do with it, I mean, they're really unbelievable. The days of sitting back, listening and checking plugs and making a run and trying to figure out a little noise that you heard, or what this was doing, or why did it do this, at what RPM did it start doing this, because you didn't look at the tach when it happened. It's little things like that. This is something that's really, really good. It's got you can use it with a computer to get informed and really look at the information per run on what you're doing. It's an awesome looking. It's awesome. Yeah, go ahead, Robert. That's all right. It's awesome, and it helps you get your car dialed in a lot better. I'm still doing research on it, and I'm looking at adding one to the Fury Dragster. And another thing, Jimmy Turk's got one, so I got to have one. He's been keeping me up to date on what he's been doing with his and how it's helping, and how he's setting it up. He had a crash course from a buddy of his who's a real informative, a lot of knowledge on these things. And he said even a blonde could do it. I'm not real sure what that means, but I'll take him at his word. Even a blonde could do it. I don't know. Now, another thing is, when I started looking at prices on these things, they were all around $496, $500. So I went to U-Basic Motorsports Performance Parts. And the part number on is 7730 for the one I'm looking at. And when I started looking at it, you know, I tell you about that WCC discount code that you can use for 5% off. Well, the 7730 seems like that will work with my 6AL box. So I've got that component. I've got the distributor, coil, you know, the regular stuff. But I'll be able to do away with some stuff. I'll be able to do my two-step because you can do that with this. So there's a little bit of room I'll be able to free up under the cowl of stuff that I've got in there. Well, the cool thing about it, like $496 is what the price of it was, and Jegs had it for a $480, $485. Some had it for $479, I think. But when I checked it with UBasic Motorsports Performance Parts and used the discount code WCC, it brought it down to like $465 and some change. That $465 and some change was the cheapest I was able to find it on the internet. And I searched the entire internet. Now, that, you know, that right there, I mean, you know, you're saving up $50. Say what you want, but for listening to Whiskey Cars and Cigars and the companies that we work with and trying to get that little 5% discount for our listeners, you know, that's what I like doing. That's what I try to do because I use it myself. You know, if it's something that, which right now, if John UBasic goes in and checks my shopping cart, he will see that there is this MSD 7330 in a grid power system in it, and also a 10-pound FE36 fire extinguisher system in it. So I've got both of those sitting in my cart waiting to pull the trigger on. But the cool thing about it was when I used the discount code WCC, it took money off of it, and it saved me some real money. And I mean, this is not, you know, $10. This is not $20. This is some real money, some substantial money. So this gives you a chance to, if it's something you're interested in, or you look at his parts there and you find other parts that you're interested in, don't forget that WCC discount code is for you. It's 5% off your order from UBasic Motorsports. It's what I don't make any of that 5%. That's what I do to try every customer, everybody we deal with. I try to get a discount code so the listeners can save money, because when I needed to save money, there was nothing out there to help me that I could find. You know, Jegs would send something. If you spent $500, they give you $20 off. Well, we're simple people. $500 is a lot of money. So check out UBasic Motorsports Performance Parts. Check this out. I got to call Jana, ask her, or I sent Jana a message asking her. Oh, and John UBasic is chiming in here. You also get an additional discount based on what your purchase from UBasic Motorsports is. Pays to check us out. It definitely pays to check it out, because I didn't want to talk about that. I didn't want to talk about that part. I just wanted to talk about the WCC discount code. Now, in all honesty, when I checked the price out on UBasic Motorsports, the $465 was the discount using WCC. There was also another $20 discount on there, which would actually brought the price down to $445 and some change. So it's something you got to talk about. It's something you got to check out. I didn't want to talk about that because I didn't know if that was just for the things that I had in my cart or how that works. But with John saying that right there, an additional discount based on what you purchase, that's extra money. So now that $445 that this unit comes in at, and that's just using fictional numbers, not fictional numbers. I mean, it's what's on their store. But again, I don't know if that's combined with everything I've got in my shopping cart or whatever. $445 is the lowest price you will find this unit on the internet. The lowest price. Nowhere has anywhere close to that. $469 or $479 was the lowest price I found on it. So it's worth checking out. I went to let's see, Jag Summit, was it Speed Max? There was another company, I checked them, they were over $500. Quarterback or something. So I didn't even, that gone. But You got to check it out. Basic Motorsports Performance Parts will help you save money. Or help you save money. Plus, the WCC code will help you save more. And be sure and tell him, hey man, I just had Johnny Blender so obnoxious. I just had to call in and order something from you just so he doesn't call me out or hate on me on the radio or the show. Robert Forrester, yes, we think you're cool. Cool as a cucumber, baby. Cool as a cucumber, baby. My cigar went out, so let me turn this up real quick. Let me see what else I'm fixing to talk about. I did tell Jana, I messaged Jana today and asked her if she knew anything about the MSD grid. So hopefully she has delved into that since I have sent her that information or asked her about that. John, you basically sent me some real helpful information on some of the units. Those units are also something else that I don't understand. Basic Motorsports didn't have this on their site, but on Jegs and Summit, I asked John Basic if the wiring harness and everything came with it. When I looked at this on Jegs and Summit site, it said control unit only. So I don't know if you got to pay extra at the price they're already charging. I don't know if you got to pay extra to get the wiring harness. I know they're available if you need a replacement. But I don't know if they're doing something where they're taking that out of the box, making you buy it, and then selling you a wiring harness. I don't know. Basic Motorsports doesn't do that. And this was everything I needed to get it hooked up and running. Probably the same thing Jimmy Turk's got right now. Jimmy Turk did have a computer. And by the way, I don't understand that comment. He said that the software to use that came with it so you can check everything he said it was really easy. He said a blonde could use it. So this is white hair. I'm not blonde, but all right. I'm not saying another word on that. All right. So you got the information right there. Basic Motorsports Performance Parts. 1-253-212-8020. Talk to Mr. John. Give him a call. Follow their website, sign up for their newsletter. It's awesome. And check out the additional money that you can save buying parts from Basic Motorsports. And don't forget about that WCC discount code. 5% off. All right. So I'm going to leave Mr. John's stuff up. Look at some of these messages here real quick. Robert Forrester's flirting with my wife. That's normal. Jimmy Turk's in a lot of trouble. That's normal. All right, let me jump over here and hit some more buttons. This is for my buddy here, my other buddy. All right, let me get this up here. There we go. All right, now I got to talk about my other buddy. I'm so fortunate. I'm so fortunate that I do business with people that I really like and respect. So, I mean, that makes it cool. Hair's a little wild. Hey, because I've been in the shop working all day. I used to go in and get a shower every night before I did the show. But with the workload being how it's been, man, y'all get me raw. Y'all get me right out of the shop in here, maybe eat a little dinner. Definitely start drinking some cream soda and smoke a cigar. But next I got to tell you about Skinny Squeaker Sauce. This stuff is awesome on tires, but sucks on ribs. Ooh, this is a great traction compound. You got to check this out, Skinny Squeaker Sauce. Distributors across the nation. But if you want to buy this Skinny Squeaker Sauce or order this from one of our show sponsors, check out Hot Rod's House of Power. You see their information right there in New Lenox, Illinois. Awesome. Hot Rod's House of Power is also the official big tire sponsor for the Kingman Street Drags. Kingman Route 66 Street Drags in Kingman, Arizona. October 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. Hot Rod's House of Power will be there with Skinny Squeaker Sauce providing this for the big tire class, and he will also have this available for purchase at the event. I'm having a mouse down. The host hotel for this is the Best Western Kings Inns and Suites for the Kingman Street Drags. Remember, book over the phone for the event and tell them why you are coming. Tell them you're coming to see Hot Rod's House of Power and be part of the big tire shootout. Reservations.com/Best Western Plus Kings. That's in Kingsman, Arizona. I'm having to scroll down here and get to my other thing. I'm looking at this, so it's going to be it's a pretty cool event. Ought to be a lot of fun. Hopefully, we'll have some more information on this over the next few weeks leading up to this event. I want to give a big shout out to my boy Jerry Robb, Hot Rod's House of Power. Let me jump over here in comments because they're going kind of crazy. Oh, God. Let me kill that one real quick. There we go. Hot Rod's House of Power is breaking ground this weekend on a new 20-plus thousand square foot building that will be their new place for all of your custom work that you could need. Jerry Robb and the boys have been killing it at the shop where they are now, and they've just outgrown it. So they are cutting down and breaking new ground this weekend. I think it's kind of cool. Just a couple of things. Jerry Robb posted a thing the other day on Facebook that he was looking for some anybody with a chainsaw to come help him cut down some trees while they're getting their land ready to break ground for the new building. And people popped up, and I'm coming to help. I'll be there. What time? It was really cool. I posted that I was looking for a post hole digger or a auger, a gas auger, because that post hole digger sucked. I tried that. That ground's hard. But another racer, Steven, jumped up on it. He said, "Hey, man, I've got one you can come borrow. You just got to come get it." So I drove over to his place Tuesday, picked it up. Tuesday or Wednesday? Yesterday. I picked it up yesterday. I brought it home, punched a hole in the earth today, set one of my new columns for my fence post, for my gate. And it's really cool that we can find people, and it's all over, but in the drag racing world especially, drag racing world is a tight-knit family. And to be able to find somebody that will offer to help or offer you a piece of equipment to use. I told him, I said, "Look, man, I'm just going to go punch a couple holes, and I'll be back in a few hours." He goes, "Bring it back Monday." And I was like, "Real cool, thank you. Stephen Glenn, thank you." So, it's cool. But Jerry Robb and his guys, they needed more space. This will be an up-to-date, state-of-the-art new facility, high-quality auto restoration is what they do, customization, race cars, old cars. We're building a chassis for them for one of their, we're building a 32 Ford chassis for them here with that Vampire chassis. So they do work, they send work to us, we send work and customers to them. And Jerry Robb, Hot Rod's House of Power, they do restoration work and ship cars all over the world. How many car shops can say that? Keep up with Hot Rod's House of Power. Keep up with what they do on Facebook, on the Edge Radio, on this show. Race events across the country. I'm happy to see them expand. I'm glad they have sponsored and supported the radio show and the station for the last couple of years, and I hope they'll be around for a lot more. Let's see. Don't forget, every day on the Edge Radio US, you can catch out Hot Rod's House of Power Rock Block from 11 in the morning to 1 in the afternoon. Now, he's in New Lenox, Illinois, which is the same time zone as us. And I think the reason Jerry wanted that particular time, because I play commercials for Hot Rods House of Power during their rock block, he can go, him and his boys can go crashing in a restaurant, turn their cell phones up, listen to a little bit of music, and everybody else can hear their commercial come up and play. Come on, man. I don't care who you are. That shit is cool. Um, so don't forget to check them out every day from 11 to 1. Listen to some awesome rock and roll music on the Edge Radio. And don't forget to download the app. Lynn, put that app up there. You can download that app on the Play Store at The Edge Radio US. I got to have another little sip of my dessert. And I think my cigar went out again. I got a call this afternoon. When I say I've powder coated everything, I've powder coated everything. I don't. Had a guy call me about 2 hours ago, and he said, "Hey man, I need a face mask painted, powder coated." And I was like, "Okay." He goes, "Do you have like a monster green?" I said, yeah, it's neon green. I got that. He said, "I need a face mask powder coated. When can I bring it to you?" I said, "Bring it to me wherever you want." And he goes, "How much does it cost?" I said, "Honestly, I got no idea what the hell you're talking about. What face mask? What kind of, was it plastic?" He goes, "No, it's steel." So then the first thing that went through my head is this guy may be one of them kinky bondage guys that does it, or a serial killer or something like that. And I was like, "I've never seen do you have a picture of it or something you can send to me?" He goes, "No, man, it's I can send you a picture of it, but it's a steel face mask. I'm a bull rider in the rodeo." I said, "Oh, okay, bull rider and rodeo." And then I pulled up bull rider and rodeo face mask, and I'd be damned, they wear a catcher's mask on their face. And I was like, "Yeah, man." I said, "Bring it by the shop and I'll coat it for you." And I've got an appointment with him. Oh, crap. I turned the page. I got an appointment with him, I think, tomorrow at 10:30. He's bringing it to me. So I'm going to powder coat this rodeo cowboy bull rider's face mask. So now I can say I have powder coated everything. That's something I never would have thought of coating. I would be coating, but hey, I'll do it. Hell yeah, I'll coat that thing. I'll make it as pretty green as he could ever want. There, I see Lynn has put up the link for the Edge Radio US, where you can download the app. There we go. I was getting Gavin, so I had to block that. Gavin, never mind. Those guys have been, yeah, you're not joking, man. I'm telling you, they got them to clank. So it's kind of cool. I thought that'd be pretty interesting. So I'll have a new picture to put up this week on a bull rider's face mask that I'll be powder coating. So I'm kind of excited about that. I hadn't powder coated one of those before, but hey, that'd be cool. Um, Got a lot of powder coating going on. We got a lot of powder coating going on right now between wheels and patio furniture. They're kicking my butt. Just got that Triumph TR6 uh, frame powder coated today, and Greg Lalonde came and picked that up and got it all loaded and out of here, and it was looking good. Super mirror black, awesome color for a chassis. And we've done all the chassis parts on that TR6 the same color. So it ought to look really, really good once you get it all put together. Greg Lalonde is one of our customers who's been with us for a long time. We've done many projects for him, powder coating projects for him, and he always does really, really good job at the stuff he builds. So I'm excited to see how this is going to look. Oh, Robert Forrest is eating dinner. Well, thank you for sharing that with us, Robert. I feel much better knowing that. Hey, Lynn, did you understand that whole thing with Jimmy Turk? I mean, I don't know. Never mind. Um, So yeah, I'm kind of excited about what we've got going on. Like I said, we've been working on the Fury Dragster on and off for the last couple of weeks between rain showers. And when I was too tired to work in the shop, I would go out and fumble around on it. So me and Lynn last Sunday we cranked her up for a little while and cleared her throat out a little bit. She sounded mad, but she sounded happy that we actually had paid her a little attention and showed her a little love. We've got a new banner that's a new flyer that's being put out. You know, we built the Adrian Fury dragster for a couple of different reasons, but one of the reasons that we built it because a car shows at some of the cons that we go to. And we were at Spooky Empire a number of years ago, and I was bored into tears. It was our first one we went to. Lynn was one of the guest authors, and I was bored to tears, and I was sitting there trying not to go to sleep, and I heard somebody come by and say, "Hey man, have you been outside and checked the car show out?" And they had my attention at that point. So I walked outside and I said, "Hey, car show, I'm going to check this out." So we went out and I was looking at all the cars, and I came in. I was out there for about an hour. Came in, sat down with Lynn. Lynn goes, "What do you think?" I said, "I can build better than anything they've got out there." And to my surprise, she looked at me and she said, "Well, do it, build it." Uh, I don't know, man. I don't know, Lynn. Jimmy, you have to talk to Jimmy Turk about that. I can't talk for him. But anyway, so we built the second book of her first series was called Adrian's Fury. And when we were building the dragster, I said, "This is a pretty cool name. I like this." So it's the Adrian's Fury dragster. And that's how we built it and how we marketed it. Everything else, we're taking it out to all the cons and concerts and things like that that we do, charity events. So after the flood, when the car got destroyed or hurt pretty bad, and we went back through it and fixed everything, got it put back together to make it to the Cancer Kids event. Uh, Lynn had written a book about the Fury Dragster, detailing what we did after the flood, how she and the construction crew got the house book back together, and I stayed in here in the shop and worked on work plus the dragster to get it put back together so we could meet that charity event, the date on that charity event. And so she wrote a story about the Fury Dragster, and she incorporated what we did, how it came about in the story. But then she also wrote a horror story about it. Car comes alive. You got to check it out. If you haven't ordered the Fury Dragster book, please do. But we got a new banner that I've got her working on. It's the Fury Dragster is the car inspired by the book, and the dragster or the book that was inspired by the car. So it's kind of cool. It's kind of a flip there. We originally built the dragster to help promote her second book, Adrian's Fury, and then over the time with doing this show with the things that have happened in our life, she turned that around and wrote a really cool story, haunted story, scary story about the possessed Fury Dragster, and sometimes I believe she is. But anyway, so the book that inspired the car that inspired the book. Not a lot of authors or people can say that about something, but we're fortunate and lucky enough to be able to say we can. So that's pretty neat. I like that. I'm just letting uh, Lynn and Jimmy Turk work that out. Uh, oh man, it's kind of funny. So let's see. All right, man. I'm fixing to. It's going to be a little short show tonight. I guess I'm going to be about 15 minutes short. Got everything I talked about. I did have. Oh man, there was one more thing I wanted to talk about, and I don't have it in front of me. Let me look. Let me look. Let me look. Also, June 25th, 26th, Cottonwood Dragway. Uh, Johnny Jordan. Man, I got to find that. Let me open up this screen here real quick. Give me just a second to find this because I forgot. I had my notes and my information in the house, and I forgot it. Do 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 do. All right, here we go. All right, I found it. I'm sorry. I apologize for that. That's me just being unprepared. Um, we have another event also June 25th and 26th at Cottonwood, Alabama. 95-year-old Captain Jack McClure will be there. Attempts to set a Guinness Book of World Record over 200 miles an hour under 4 seconds in his rocket-powered go-kart. Golf cart would be cool too. Go-kart. This is going to be another really good event. They're going to have gassers, they're going to have gear jammers, they're going to have open wheel, Friday night test and tune, fun, and grudge racing. Meet Captain Jack plus simultaneous burnout, Guinness Book World Record attempt. Friday night test and tune. Gates open at 5. $15 admission, $10 to race. Pit party and a meet and greet. Saturday gates open at 10. Swap meet, car show, $20 admission, 12 kids 12 and under free. They're going to have junior dragster time trials at 2 o'clock. They're going to have bracket time trials and match races at 4 o'clock. Eliminations start at 7. If you need any information on this, you can contact Johnny or Ann Jordan at 334-299-0303 or Johnny at nostalgianites.com. Or you can find them on the Southeastern Drag Racers Association page on Facebook. So this will be another event. I hope y'all didn't lose me there. I tried something that I hadn't done before. I tried to open up a Facebook page and read it while I was doing the show live on this computer, so I don't know if it did anything wrong. Let me know. Let's see, Glenn Culbertson. I have her autographed book on the Fury. Love it. Awesome. I do like the new hairstyle though. Well, Jimmy, thank you. I tried to do a little with it. I put it in. I get different. I got a ponytail holder that does 4 loops instead of 3. So I really appreciate you. And Jimmy, that means a lot coming from you. Thank you. Wait, 2 books. Is there pictures? Yeah, Jimmy, there's pictures, and they got things that pop up, and when you turn the pages, little things. It's awesome. You'll love it. It'll be right there for you. You good with it. All right. Keep aggravating Jimmy Turk, my buddy. I can't see what this one says. New comments. Oh, that's what it says. A ton of my Rat Rod friends will be there. I'm calling it now. They will smash the record. All right, man. I hear you, man. That's cool. Captain Jack's going to lay it down and hit it hard, so that'll be good. Had no effect. Thank you, Lynn, for. Hey, did you see Jimmy Turk gave me comments on my hair? That's pretty cool. All right, everybody. I really want to thank everybody who's stuck with me for these 4 years, 5 years I've been doing the show. 4 years, I guess, on Facebook. Thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for our wonderful sponsors. And like I said, we just keep on trying to help the little guy. The little guy gets pushed under the table quite a bit and stepped on. We know that because we've always been the little guy, and it happens to us, and we try not to let it happen to anybody else. So anytime we can help somebody, that's what we do. If you've got something you want to promote or let us know about or help you advertise, please give us a call, message us, whatever, me or Lynn, and we'll see what we can do. We can see how we can help you out. Also, at the Kingsman race, this was something I forgot to talk about, but I did want to bring this up. Kingsman has vendor slots. They're going to have vendor spots opened up for their 3-day event. I will be having more information on that. I've got a call with Jerry Robb on some of these events and some of the things that will be going on with this. I think he's got meetings and conference calls with them Friday and Saturday, Thursday and Friday, something. And he's supposed to trickle down some of that information to me. So we'll find out more about that, get information on vendor slots, sizes, prices, stuff like that. But it'd be a real good opportunity for anybody that wants to go there and has products that they want to sell. It'd be a good opportunity because there will be a ton of cars there. This is a long running event. So we'll keep you informed and we'll give you more information as this happens and as it gets closer. So I really want to appreciate everybody once again for following us, following the show, friending me and Lynn. She has more than I do, but you know, she's a lot better looking than I am. But thank you, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Please don't forget to share, pass the word, let everybody else know what we do. Let everybody know how we can. Let us know how we can help. That's what we do. That's who we are, and I really appreciate everybody. And thank you. None of this would be possible without you, the sponsors, the viewers, everybody, my friends. Y'all are my extended family, and I really mean that. Thank you, everybody. Good night. I will see you next week, and we'll have we'll have a new tool next week from Matco Tools. We'll have an update on some new race events, some new car shows. We'll have more of what's going on here in the shop. We'll let you know how Jimmy Turk's grid system is working. We'll let you know how many people ordered grid systems from U Basic Motorsports at that unbelievable price. You got to try it. Don't forget to use the discount code WCC. And we're also going to have something new from RJS next weekend. It's going to be awesome. You're going to like it. So check it out. We'll see you next Thursday. Thank you, everybody. Have a great weekend. Get out, race, and hug your kids, man. I think that's a great thing. Good night, everybody. Thank you.